out to TEDx Livonia today. We've had some really interesting speakers so far. That last talk on the socioeconomic implications of whether or not you have rubber handles on your kitchen utensils was fantastic. Let's have another round of applause. Up next, we have two representatives from Dreams Incorporated. Please welcome Mr. Howie Put You Down and Mr. Malcolm Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys for having me today. So I'd like to start off the talk today with a quick question for everyone in the audience. Who here today has ever felt like they've been put down or maybe called a nasty name in their life at some point? Just raise your hand. Anybody? Yeah, okay. You, sir. You definitely look like the kind of guy who's been called some mean stuff. Just tell me, how did it make you feel when somebody did that to you?
It made me feel sad.
Made you feel sad? That's terrible. Now, we here at Dreams Incorporated have devoted our company to just trying to understand what the issue is here. Why do we have to go through our lives facing so much adversity, so much hardship, growing up with your parents telling you, oh, Howie, you'll never be able to give a TED Talk, stop being silly, you'll never be able to write your own book. Okay. So, here's the thing. We here at Dreams Incorporated call people just like yourselves superbly standard, or, we just say substandard for short. Now, it's okay to be substandard. There's lots of people out there just like you. Let's look at some numbers. So, I bet you guys weren't aware that 96% of human beings feel sad 86% of their lifetime. And, these are just numbers, guys, okay? This isn't just me talking up here. And, it's okay to be sad, but there is a way to fix it. So, here's how we at Dreams think of it. We think of it as your passion potentiometers, or we just call them passiometers, aren't quite working at full speed, okay? But we're here to help you accelerate your drive to succeed beyond what you could ever do on your own, okay? And here's how you're gonna do it. With this new book, Don't Put Up with Being Put Down by Howie Put You Down. Look at this book. Look at the man on this book. What do you think when you see this man? Tell me.
He looks really successful.
Success. Exactly. That's what you see when you see Howie Put You Down. Okay? Alright, now I could stand up here all day and talk about how great this book is, and how I can rub it in my mom's face when she told me I was never going to write my own book, and I can just tell you all day about how great this is, but, I don't need to do that. Why don't we look at some reader testimony, what other people have said about this book? A real page-turner. This book can change anyone's perspective on success. That's the Paris Observer, okay? The advice in this masterpiece can easily transform you from loser to leader, and for the low price of $4.99. Okay, relatively me. Okay, so who in the audience today has already had their future changed by reading this book? Anybody? Yeah, you, sir. Come on up. What's your name, sir?
My name is John.
John, you look like a John. Excellent to meet you. Thank you for coming. All right, so, John, here's what I want you to do. Can you tell us what your pre-metamorphosis, let's say, life was like?
I was a drive-thru employee at Burger King.
Drive-thru employee, okay. Well, that's okay. John, here's what I want you to do. Take this for me. Point on our loser to leader scale where you would have placed your former self, okay?
Right here.
All right, excellent. Now, John, what is your new revitalized life like?
I'm the assistant manager at Burger King.
Hear that, folks? Assistant manager. That is what Dreams is all about. Being the managerial assistant of your own future, okay? Now, Mr. Manager, please, place where you would place yourself now on our scale. All right, excellent. You can go ahead and take a seat, Mr. Manager. Thank you very much. I'll take that. Okay, now, let's focus on the word manager, okay? What do you absolutely need to be the manager of your own future? Does anybody think they know? Whatever you're thinking, it's probably wrong, but you need integrity. Okay, that is the essential ingredient to a successful future. And what's the first letter in the word integrity? I, right. And I can see you all. Okay, how many in the audience can see me today? Can we all see me? Okay, now, as seers, we see with our eyes. correct? And that brings me back to integrity. And what do you absolutely need to have integrity? What is the first step to acquiring integrity? Does anybody know? It's hope. Okay? Hope is the first step. Now, how can you get hope? How do the hopeless find hope? Well, our top researchers at Schoolcraft College are working day and night conducting a scientific study of how the hopeless can find hope. And they have made the most astounding strides I've ever seen in my pseudo-scientific career about how to break down your own hope, okay? Because you know what? Nobody's just gonna give you hope, right? I mean, I grew up with my parents telling me, Howie, just cut it out, you'll never be anything, okay? But here I am giving a TED Talk at TED Livonia. Suck it, Mom. Now here's what our researchers found. Hope. Hunting, objectives, past extinction. Our analysts found that the first step to acquiring hope is to savagely hunt for it. So what I want to do now is look back on some of history's greatest leaders who hunted for their hope. Alexander the Great, okay? He said to himself, I'm going to take over Persia or die trying. And you know what? He did die. But first, he captured Persia. Okay? Okay? Next. You guys look like the kind of people who read yourselves some Socrates, okay? Now, my friend Socrates was once quoted with these words on the subject of leadership. Take what you want and never look back. And that's Socrates, guys, okay? Next. Michael Jordan. Okay? One of the greatest basketball players ever. Well, I'm going to shock you guys a little bit here. Did you know that Michael Jordan never made his high school lacrosse team? But did Michael Jordan give up? No. And why didn't he give up? Because Michael Jordan, just like myself, decided to trust himself. Okay? That is what we have to do to be the leaders of our own destiny. Okay? If you want to be just like me, if you want to have your own book and give a TED Talk and be successful, you need to trust yourself. And my friend Malcolm is going to come up and talk to you guys about how to find that self-trust. Okay, Malcolm?
Let's give it another round of applause for Mr. Parody. My name is Malcolm. What's the opposite of no?
Yes.
Yes. Malcolm, yes. The researchers at James have been working on a new groundbreaking way for you all to find self-trust. We call it the Leadership Acceleration Scientific System, or LESS. Now you guys are probably wondering, how can I have less? Well, as you can see, I have a book in my hand. Believe it or not, this isn't actually my book. See, that's my name right there. No, this is your book. But I'm not here to sell copies. No, sirree. I'm here to share with you what we've learned. Over the years that Dreams has been around, we've been working day and night to find scientific techniques, put them in this book, selected at random for your use, taking the reins of your new future. I'm sorry. I just get really passionate. Oh. Hi. What's your name?
Shauna.
Shauna. Hi, Shauna. You want a mint?
Sure.
No! You cannot have a mint. You know why? Because life doesn't give you mints. What does life give you, people?
Lemons.
Lemons. Very good. And what do you make with lemons?
Lemonade.
No! You make lemon slices for your iced tea and water, of course. Who makes lemonade with lemons? Similar, how you make lemon slices with your lemons. We want to make a new future for you. And you. And all of you. Or as we call it, a newture. This isn't about me. This is about you all. But I can personally attest to the techniques hidden in this book for you all to see once you open the covers. It's hidden by the cover. That's what I'm getting at.
How are you?
Now, when you see me, what do you see? You mean like, I know I'm handsome and what do you see?
Success.
Success? Very good. Now, I think I saw you receive a present before I walked in here. Can I see it real quick?
Of course.
This is a present of success. Who gave you this present?
You did.
I did?
You did.
I think it was someone named Jordan.
Yeah.
I saw him walk out.
Yeah.
He came up to me. He said, "Oh my gosh, I am such a big fan of yours. I read your book." It convinced me to ask my prom date. And he said I can never get such a beautiful prom date. Oh, yeah, who cares? I am very happy for his success, though. I am a picture of success, just as, what is your name?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth said. For example, do I drive a Ford Focus wagon? Yeah. And is it an SES or special edition sedan? Malcolm, yes it is. Ooh. Wow. I'm just getting all worked up. So excited. Success is just, oh, I'm a little bit parched too. Success does that to you sometimes. Get a little drink of water here. It's done. I'm not here just to talk about my personal success. No, I'm here for you. We're creating a new future for you. A new future. A new future. Detailed in this book are many ways to get you that future. One way is a 5-step process essential to grabbing the reins of that future. Step 1. Don't fall prey to self-serving flattery designed to highlight your insecurities. Pretty nice there.
Hey,
Yeah.
the shoe right here. Just being honest.
2 hours. 2. Make sure that the advice you choose to trust is specific, rational, and straightforward. 3. Assure the facts you're considering are derived from a credible and transparent source. I would personally pick a college that's a little bit higher than Schoolcraft, but yeah, whatever. Don't be persuaded by artificially generated names and terms and phony confidence to scare you into thinking that you're right. And 5. Carefully consider the character, motivation, and credibility of any you choose to take advice from. Or, for short, suckers. Thank you.
Thank you.